get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, take it away.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony.
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And the Clippers starting five. Under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
Inside, here's Harrell, and for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Deep 2 from Beverly. Here's Green. This is Rondo. LeBron kicks to Rondo. Green against Williams. Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. Out to the wing. Harrell against LeBron. Leonard the bounce pass. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
You gotta have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. As to Davis. Outside Rondo. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
That can be a threat from the mid-range whenever Rondo looks to get it going from there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Rondo. Outside, Green. To the paint. Kuzma can't get it to go.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
George, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And so here are the Clippers after the basket by the Lakers. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors at all.
Well, LA was a much more physical team. I think they knew going in that the only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor, and that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard. Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling. You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for Williams. Here's Beverly, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Shamet, knocks it loose. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Daniels has checked in. Shamet on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. George double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Lakers now. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 1. Pass to Cook. To Daniels. Five to shoot. Shoots over Shamet. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And for the Clippers, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Here's Daniels. The Clippers getting the bucket. And there's the pass to Cook. Fires from deep. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Brute strength right there as he gets to the inside and scores.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Pass to George. Down low. Over in the corner, Zubac. And yeah.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Zubac. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist from Cook. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Daniels. Green finds Shamet. Over Daniels. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great understanding by Davis to sense the foul coming, but also get the shot off as well.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
The impressive thing about Anthony Davis is just how much ground he can cover during the game. Has come into this league as one of the best running big men in transition. Still a huge weapon for him.
1 second left. He can't get that one to fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers ahead, leading by just 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you gotta have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got DeMarcus Cousins, also Bradley out there. JaVale McGee is out there with Cook, and it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him. But it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown. But at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. And a huge piece to the Tobias Harris trade last year, Brent. Landry Shamet shows a lot of promise.
Interesting for Lambeau, as they call him, at age 22 out of Wichita State, to come into the league, show his ability to shoot from the three-point line, shot 40% from deep while taking over 4 a game last year, seemed very comfortable in seeking out the line. And the opportunity for him, now with the star power around him, a lot more is going to open up for Landry Shamet to be a 3rd or 4th guy on the offensive end to make some major contributions.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Cousins. James comes in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. LeBron passes to Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game.
Take a break.
Should see an even bigger role
2 shots
as he develops as a player.
The first one falls.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Shamet's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
Kuzma, basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Williams finds Harrell. And that one's good, Shamet. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's James. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good, Shamet.
A lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Here's James. The 19-footer is on the money.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
A floater, and there's the bucket as Williams finishes it off. Williams has got his second basket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. Rondo's shot is off.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And they call an illegal screen here. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Williams scanning the floor. And good that time. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside. And if they're thinking, they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
To the middle, here's Rondo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harrell, the pass to Shamet. Back to Harrell. Passes it to Williams. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. The 3 from George. That one, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Floats it up for Davis. Great communication on the alley-oop. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Rondo finding his teammates, that is his greatest strength on the floor.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 2. And a chance. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly... That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So it's the Clippers now. The lead is 2. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis for a time. Greg, it even looked looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Harrell in at the 5, down low.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Lakers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career, he has dealt with a lot of injury. But, Brent, he does play a high-impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league, and at his position is absolutely exemplary. Think about it, 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
The pass to Green. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard attacking. That one good for 2. Leonard's got 6.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 1. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard finds Harrell. The shot's good.
Harrell did everything he could there to try to get the N1 opportunity. Let's see if he can knock down some free throws.
Some changes for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Troy Daniels comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Williams. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, there are some players who are playing for you, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams. He's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things like Chris Paul and Mike Conley that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
And George kicks to Harrell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Bradley's subbed in for James. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac kicks to George. From deep. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And the rejection by Zubac. Beverly up top, guarded by Bradley. Over in the corner, Green. Good on the triple. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Bradley, that's for 2. It's hauled in by George.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Daniels, defended by George. Pass to Cook. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Green. And now the Clippers on the break.
Patrick Beverley is going to come at you every night. Just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverley is one of them.
And Patrick Beverley always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverley plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. And Anthony Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Avery Bradley. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. Clippers leading by 4. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brett, you look at the explosive numbers George has put up. It has to do with how he runs the pick and roll.
Incredible at his size and his ability to read the defenses in pick and roll situation. Anytime there's a defender that decides to go under on Paul George from the perimeter, he can let that thing rip from the three-point line. Last year, I think you saw him with the most poise that he's ever played with in his career. I expect that to continue.
Here's Rondo. Drops in the layup for 2. Rondo's got 6 points.
Embracing the hit on the way up. Rondo, hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Outside, George. Beverley for 3. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Beverley's got 4 this quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Rondo finds Green. Outside, Davis. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Defense is right there. And they double up Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. Green, no luck.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Now here's Beverley. He has 5. Pass to George. Shoots over Cousins. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverley. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Davis. Shoots over Leonard. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. And it's 13 points for Anthony Davis. Here's Zubac. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of them. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Now the big man, the Brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Shamet. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. Lakers trail by 7. Rondo passes to Green. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. shoots over Shamet, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And we're seeing a little more of this from KCP, working that in-between area, trying to improve his efficiency.
Williams against Rondo. On baseline, Jay, off the left rim and out. Zubats against Caldwell Pope. Inside, Shamet with the steal. And there's the feed to Leonard. And it's good, 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Well, being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Patrick Beverley's checked in for Zubats. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
That's tipped. Here's Leonard. Harrell trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
How quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his 2nd Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
And even though he's been nagged by injury for a few years, Brent, Kawhi is still a top 2-way threat when he's healthy.
Well, the fact that Kawhi Leonard could move on from San Antonio, get to that Toronto team that needed just an extra push to do something in the Eastern Conference, especially with the absence of LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard absolutely dominated last year's playoffs and took Toronto to a championship. And now, for the first time, he's had the choice to continue his career somewhere. He's going to do that back home in Los Angeles for the Clippers.
Lakers trail by 6. Rondo finds James. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Green. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
And here is Harrell. Rondo with the ball. Williams picks him up. To the paint, here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, AD defining the word clutch on that one. Huge shot there.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. Here's Williams. And that one is off. Davis with some nice D. Lakers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7.
I like it when AD starts to step on the gas pedal offensively. He starts to feel like nobody can stop him, and he very well might be right.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Kuzma, and that one is good. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Took him no time at all on that one. That's 10 points for LeBron.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Leonard against Kuzma. To the inside. And Harris puts it in.
Well, Harrell gets up there and he uses that long wingspan for the finish.
The Lakers trail. Rondo looking around. Rondo is doubled. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Lou Williams. Outside Rondo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And that one's good, Shamet. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Clippers leading by 4. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Shamet, covered by LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Money!
Well, LeBron James lives for the big moment. Another one there.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
In the corner, Shamet with it. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Rondo against Beverly. And the rejection by James.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 3. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, GA. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And the Lakers have possession. It's a 3-point game, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Lakers with it. Fires the 3. Off target from downtown. And the wide open shot from Green. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.